the radioactive Bobby Danny Limelight, multiple-time champion, award-winning filmmaker and actor. You're listening to the CCP podcast. Subscribe, follow, do all that, and make sure you guys catch all new episodes whenever they drop.
What is happening, friends of CCP Podcasting? This is the third time today on a live stream that I have refused to apparently get the cameras on the start screen or on the intro screen. I'm Chris Page. You'll see me in just a second, guys. Anything can happen when you're live. I don't know what to tell you. I fucked up, Toddy. I fucked up.
It's okay.
Oh no, that is our guest that you see right there. Fuck it, we're just gonna go right over here to the actual screen. There's Paulo Knockout Cruz. There's one of our guests today, or our guest today. I'll get the other one straightened out in just a second. Why did Toddy blow up all over Paulo? We are off the rails in a major way. As we have taken the air live. I don't even know where my fucking screen is right now. Y'all gotta give me a second, and I'll start this motherfucker over. But we are live. I hope you're having fun. Toddy, you're on screen, so you take it away. Paulo, you're on screen. Welcome, Paulo Cruz, to the show, and I'll get there. There I am. All right. It's worked out, guys. I was gonna do this great fucking setup and this fantastic intro, but we're gonna jump right in. I am Chris Page. That is Tajik Ramsey. You can see right there on the screen. Coming to us from WrestleFest Portugal. This is the one and only Mr. Paulo Knockout Cruz. Mr. Cruz, I just get so wrapped up into pre-production, and you'd think at this point in time I'd check all the fucking cameras, but this is the third show I've done today, and every show I've done today, I've not had us on camera when we're supposed to be on camera. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. Like that's all right. I think. I don't know. Maybe that's a problem with you. Like, come on, man. This is the third time, bro. Come on, man.
Right?
Didn't even get the surprise, bro.
There's no excuse for it. I do apologize. It's like, oh, hey guys. I flip over to the screen and there's nothing fucking there. And I went, oh, wait a minute.
That is quite all right. They got that surprise.
Yeah.
So I guess we're off to the races now, right?
Yep, Got's a shot fired. Yeah, listen, if it's a shot coming from Paulo, his acronym of knockout is probably going to happen. Toddy, it's good to see you, brother. We've got it back on track, but welcome to the show.
I'm happy to be here. Today has been a productive day, and I think that this is going to be a great conversation. I've been looking forward to it for quite some time, and I'm really excited to welcome Paulo to our broadcast, and just happy to meet you.
Thank you, man. Happy to meet you as well. Like, I've seen the streams and I've seen the content you've been doing, and I've seen Toddy as well. I'm really excited. You've been watching the Portuguese scene for like a year now. Our last conversation was like a year where we were talking about that for stream. Mm-hmm. And I'm really excited to get you guys up to date. And yeah, man. And by the way, Gothic One, I'm watching the chat. That was not a shot. Come on, bro. Like, it's just a joke.
You better watch
out. That's okay.
He's got.
Yeah, no, I'm watching you. Yeah, I'm watching you now.
That's my boy. That's my dude. Yeah, man, you said it's been about a year since we had you on the first Beyond the Bell. Man, so much happens in a year, not only here with our channel and what we've been able to accomplish, but more importantly, what you guys have been able to accomplish, because we've not lost track of anything that's been going on over there in the Portuguese market and what's been happening with you guys with WrestleFest and the growth. We had such a great conversation the first time around. I cannot wait to really get your perspective on growth on a lot of different things, and it's just going to be fun. I've always enjoyed all of you guys down there because you've been so great to us, and this is just a way for us to continue moving with our relationship, because much bigger things are coming. Where we left off, man, that WrestleFest was really starting to grow. It was really starting to pick up some steam and some serious momentum. And obviously, over the course of the last year, not only has it continued to pick up momentum, There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of cities that are now getting involved with it. Some, as of last weekend, hadn't had a wrestling event in 17 years. And you guys have changed that perception as well. I am so looking forward to diving in. First of all, the first question I've got for you: how the hell are you?
Oh, am I? Oh, that's a nice question. Like people say they often don't ask that question. That's great. No, I'm great, man. Like right now, life's going amazing. Like where we left off last time, I was a student. I'm not anymore. I've graduated, got my master's degree, so now I've got a job, and that plays a big part into it. I'm sure we'll get to that, but life's going great. Like wrestling's going great. Everything's fucking amazing, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk about it. Happy to talk about everything you want. Like last conversation was great. Both the live show and the pre-tape that was great. So yeah, really looking forward to this, and also to getting questions from you, Todd, as well, and also the chat as well. I see you guys. I see that.
Well, something else that's changed over the last year.
How about it? What?
Before we were talking about merch. Now you're rocking some Paulo merch,
Right.
and I
Fuck
just,
yeah. Yeah, I could.
yes, right there. It's on the screen, guys. The link to get any kind of merchandise from over in the Portugal scene. All the
Gotta
guys
turn it
see.
around.
Oh yeah, man, show it off, dude.
Fuck yeah. Can you see it?
Oh yes,
Fuck
we
yeah.
can.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
It says knockout on the back.
Yes,
Fucking
sir.
great.
Looks
Get
great.
one gothic, please.
Looks great.
And also UK, bro.
Definitely can get it over in Europe for sure. If you're ever here in the States and you want to
Yep.
support some merch, you're gonna have to reach out because I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'll report back. Right, Goss fucking losing his shit over that shirt. So I expect
Hell
Goth
yeah.
to buy one. Toddy,
Fuck yeah.
welcome our guest in, and I'm gonna do something a little uncharacteristic, sir. I'm gonna let you start the show and start the interview process or the conversation process.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm just very happy that you're here. I really enjoy watching everything that's happened over in Portugal. It continues to grow, and people like you are the reason why. And it's something that I cannot take my eyes off of because it is just phenomenal. Each and every show continues to improve. I love how you guys pack the houses. It's like standing room only. Sometimes people are sitting on the stage. Like, this is a really big deal. And I think that that is phenomenal, and you definitely have made that global mark, and you stand out. Um, so you said that last time you were here, you were a student, and
Yes.
now you're no longer a student. You're balancing a full time job and you're wrestling. And what is that like for you?
Like actually, I've got the perfect job for this. Right. My job is like I don't know what the term is, like public service. Like that's not the term, but like we work like 7 hours per day. Great, 9 to 5. That's awesome. I can balance like working and training every day, going to the gym, jujitsu, whatever. And also I have free room to go to wrestling on weekends and do all the shit that I want to do. So actually that was the perfect job for me. It's great.
Yeah.
Bro,
Mhm.
it's great, man. Like I'm working in the field that I studied as well, like AI shit, like nerd stuff. But not only that, like it's great. The place is amazing. It's close to home. Like I couldn't invest for anything better, really.
Well, they say when
I,
one thing in life goes correctly, other things follow. So it seems like it's only fitting with the success. First of all, congratulations on graduating with your master's, dude. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
And does nothing but open other doors for you down the line. That is what people should do. Get that education, and that's something that like Ricky Boy, Damiao, all of you guys, I really applaud your intelligence on finishing your studies too, and then diving deeper into the scene to have something to seriously fall back on. But you have success here with the personal side of business, and then you have success on the other side of the equation with WrestleFest. Since our last conversation, from your eyes and your perspective, I want to know and I want to hear what is it like to see the growth of what you guys are doing from point A to now? Because as we teased earlier, Porto just happened, which is a new city. And Lobo has got a school going now. Baltazar's
Right.
got a school going now.
Yes.
It just seems like the train is starting to leave that station and push to a very, very bright future.
It's almost scary, like the feeling that I got from that show in particular. And it's not only that show, it's like the progress that has been happening from last year to now, and what that could bring, the prospects, and what we image we could achieve, right?
Hmm.
It's almost scary, man. Like, it was fucking, that show was so amazing. Like, you have no idea. You will, for sure. I'm not gonna spoil you anything, but I'm gonna say how the dynamic went, and how the crowd were, how many there were, like, and all that. But also, like, the global, well, not global, but like the national scene, like, it's growing. Like, it's really clear how much it is growing. Like, so far, we're like 5 months into this year. We've had more shows this year than we've had the whole last year, right?
Hmm.
Which is saying something. Like that, there hasn't been a year that I've been involved in Portuguese wrestling where we've had a match or an event or whatever every month. That hasn't happened until 2025, and that is like, only that is just crazy to think about. We got two in January, one in February, if I'm not wrong, two in February, as a matter of fact, another one in March, two in April. We got two in May. We'll have like one next, like, 15 days from now, like two
Yeah.
weeks from now,
So June.
and another one 2 weeks after that. Yeah, June. So, like, it's crazy, right? We've already, what have I counted? Like 10 shows already.
Uh,
That's like more than a calendar year just for WP, right? WP is my own promotion where I grew up with,
Mhm.
and where I train.
Wrestling Portugal. Yes, sir.
Yes, Wrestling Portugal. There you go. And it's putting that into perspective is just so, it's amazing. Like, you can see the fire in the guys now. Like, you can see and the old guys as well. When I mean old guys, not, it's not that like they're literally old, but like they've been in this scene for like 20 years and stuff, and you can see their eyes light back up again, right? And it's just so cool to see that. And like, some part of me never thought that we could reach this point. Like, I was like, okay, it's been fun, it's all right, we can do this as a hobby, and we still are, and we're still going to do that. But at the same time, like, man, it's so good to see, bro. Like,
I
yeah, please ask me anything about it.
I
And
can
yeah,
see from here, man. Like, I think it's fucking amazing to see, and just what I've seen over the last year, right? Not counting going back to what's got us here to this point, to this blasting cap that's seemingly about to happen. Um, it falls on a lot of different things, from the demand popping up, and it doesn't matter how you look at it. It comes back to you guys that are in the ring, because you guys in the ring
right.
are the
Thank you.
ones that are drawing them in, and you're keeping the investment of the crowd, and the crowd sizes are definitely increasing more. You're starting to see excitement. There's That's there because of all of you, right? Like, that's fact.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
and you guys, and I say you guys, I mean all of you as a crew. I'm not talking about one company or another company. The Portugal market. You guys are the ones that are on the forefront of this. You're building it. You're
Right.
now you talk about, oh, you can't believe it, or that's a holy shit moment. Like, no, that's the holy shit moment is 10 years from now. 20 years from now.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I say that because you guys are all in your, most of you guys are in your 20s. You
Right. That's true.
I say kaboom, and if it's coming out this good right now, as far as the talent's concerned, what the fuck do you think is going to happen in the next 10 years? The level of talent that you guys are going to be able to produce, because all of you are going to be that much better, and you'll be training up the next generations. This is it's a big fucking deal, dude. Like this is huge.
Yeah, yeah. Like I, it's not that I don't try to think about it or try not to think about it. It's just like those are just such big things, you know. I don't really think them about myself. Like you say we're the ones that keep people invested in stuff, and yeah, that's true. We can also chalk that up to like Netflix promotions and stuff. That's a really big part of it as well. Like, and we can talk about it as well. Like, it's making the market grow everywhere. Like the fact that people can just get like free publicity every day about wrestling, it just makes them look at their own promotions more. And but yeah, like it's it's such a cool thing to think about and to be able to attribute that to myself. I could just never say that about myself, right? But yeah, like it is growing, it is going great. There's no stopping it. I don't think. Like if we can just like we just get along all together now, and we're doing great. So I'm really excited for us to come like for next 5 years, like training more, going abroad as well, like learning stuff so we can bring it back in, make it grow even more. That's one of the things that I want to do now that I have a job. Like just get some money, like save it, be able to go to OTTs and stuff, more seminars, maybe New Wave Academy, whatever. Just so we
Ooh.
can learn more and bring it home as well, and just more exposure for the Portuguese scene because we really do believe that we have a lot of nice talent here that that just isn't seen yet. You guys do, and you're doing a great job at exposing yours as well. But yeah, I do believe in my scene. I do believe in my guys, and yeah, we're all doing. I think what we're doing is great.
It,
I couldn't be more happy with it.
you know, my ears went up just a second ago. You said international travel. And now that you're getting yourself in a position to do that, I gotta ask this question real quick, and then Toddy, I want you to take it away. Where are some markets that you want to try and get yourself to right now? Well, not yeah, obviously as you get yourself in a position to do maybe some traveling. What's your eye on?
My first project or my first goal is to go to Ireland, OTT, to go back to OTT again. I've been to OTT. I don't know if I had. No, I'm pretty sure I had at the time we spoke. Like
Mm-hmm.
been
Yep.
to OTT
Yep.
for a seminar, and I haven't talked to them yet. I don't know if this is possible. But I'd like to go there a week and train with them just as if I was one of the guys there. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how doable that specifically is. But if I can't do that, I just want to go to a seminar again. But that would be the coolest thing doing that. I want to get to the UK scene as well. I want to go to New Wave as well. Like I've
Okay.
heard some great things about that school. Pursuit Pro Wrestling, I believe it's called. Yeah, I think it's Pursuit Pro Wrestling. That I also have my eyes on that, and also the maybe the French market, but the Spanish market as well because it's so close to home. Like I'd love to be able to get in touch with the guys a lot more. Like I'm friends with a lot of them there, so like or at least I consider them. I consider I have a good relationship with them. So that's definitely something I'm getting my eye on. So we got this European market, at least for now, that I wanna really try this year.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Toddy.
So one of the things, are you guys doing a lot more media training? Because now I see all these articles that are all over Instagram, and the media has taken a very big interest in what you guys are doing. And we've seen everybody come together. Is there a strategy overall for everybody, or is everybody just kind of developing their own thing when it comes to dealing with media?
Right. I wouldn't say we are developing our own thing as in like we're training in some way. But that point you touched on, like the articles, like the two articles came out of a very of an agency that sold. I don't know. They wrote it, and they came out in two very well known newspapers, like in Portugal or magazines, whatever you want to call it. That was insane. Like to me, that's crazy, and that's because of Porto WrestleFest. I don't know if they got in touch with them, if it just happened in some way. I don't know that it really matters. Maybe it even matters more if they got if they were able to talk to them and get that interview and get that interest. that's great. But just the fact that that happened, like again, one of the things that when I was talking, I was just didn't remember that that happened. Like I saw it today. It's not like I didn't. It's not like I don't think it's important, but it's just that it's so much cool shit, right? That
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just forget about it. And fucking getting on those newspapers was also like, dang, like we're getting noticed, you know, like the wrestling scene,
Mm-hmm.
like fake ass fighting or whatever they want to call it. Like we're getting noticed. It's
That
just yeah,
it's
fuck yeah, man.
it's you guys. You guys are
Right,
delivering the fucking goods, man. So you talked about the a little bit about the publicity, Todd. I'm glad you brought that up because it takes me, and I hope I'm not telling too much. I'm sorry if I am. I got a fantastic. Well, I say fantastic. I was talking to Baltazar through DMs, and I get this voice message from him, and the excitement in his voice about hearing that magazines. I think it was a heavy metal magazine or a rock magazine or something over there. Was it a magazine article or it may not have been a rock magazine? It may have been something about a magazine. I may be thinking about and putting something else in there. He was so excited that there was an interview that was going to be done about WrestleFest Porto because it was a week or two ago maybe. Um, and it's just another level of what you guys are doing. You you hooked a city
right,
with WrestleFest.
yeah,
You've spread out a little bit and have now the Portuguese scene in general is kind of have roots with training in various spots that were not there before. Now you're getting the media investment as well.
right,
All of that equates to one thing. That is a win. And
yep,
it's because of what you guys are fucking doing, man. It's look at what you've done over the last 6 months. The Leo Rossi is a legendary figure, and you
yeah,
just had a really good trilogy with him. Story wise, to match one, match two, then to the final conclusion. I I thought that was it was great storytelling, right? Like you come out first, you beat him in a matter of seconds, which was shocking on this first match. The tease of him coming back and coming back and coming back, and you're wearing his robe and or his jacket and shit to the ring, like it's just great stuff. I want to talk about that for just a second because I'm curious from your perspective when you guys sit down and start really thinking about what you want to do here and what the outcome and getting to it. The entire storytelling process with that because I felt like that was a really good trilogy and I felt like that and a piece of the tag teams and I again not trying to make anybody mad the tag team tournament over the last six months or so has really kind of been the two primary stories of WrestleFest Portugal. And
yeah,
the builds to them and the Almada Cup being on the line in the last one. Like there's
right.
just so much there. So when you start thinking about this thing or it's brought to your attention, what's that look like? How does that shake? How's the conversation?
I'm gonna ask you to be a little bit more. I don't know where you want me to pick that up because the feud was great. Yeah, like when I got that idea, maybe I'll just keep going. Whatever. When I heard about that idea, I was giggling to say the least. Right. I really thought it was great. Like it was great for my character, of course, in a selfish way. Like getting to beat one of those champions like that. It's something that you have to put someone has to put that trust on you, right? And they did that with me, which is awesome. And then we got to all that trilogy. From that moment, I went from being just a little bit of a fighter to the main event of the show for like a year or something like that. And yeah, that's fair to say. Like that was one of the central stories of WrestleFest going for like a year and a half. And it's things just fit together, right? It was the right time to do it. Rossi wanted a little bit of a break as well, so I'm breaking the fourth wall here, but whatever. And yeah, you got this story. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I think
Well,
we
it
did.
made sense.
I
The
mean,
working
right,
working it in the way that it was worked in, it serves two folds. It gives you as a heel a major
right,
ground to stand on because you're putting this legendary figure, the only two-time world champion in Portugal. You're putting him on the shelf, in
right.
canon and in story. Like, if that's not elevating knockout, and that's something like kind of what I attribute this whole storyline to, or the magic that you guys made. Like, that's your ascension to the main event level if you weren't already there.
Yes,
You feel me? Like, that puts you're now top contention. And Paulo, aren't you still mid-20s?
yes.
Mid
Actually, I have just been made a mid-20 guy. I not last week. Wait, 2 weeks ago, I became. I turned 25. So yeah,
So yeah, you're
literally mid-20s right now.
literally brand new mid-20. Like,
Right.
at 25 years old, you're now what, based off of this whole deal, you're a main player from this point forward. From
I
this point
yeah
forward, and
yeah
it it would have gotten there, but being able to sideline Rossi in character and give him that break, because that dude's been a rock star on the scene for so fucking long, you got to take time. And it worked. You were able to dangle the carrot with the props, constantly
yeah
teasing him. Like, it works, and you get to, eventually to that return. The Paulo. As soon as I said a fucking open challenge, I think I know where this one's going.
right.
But it was
Yeah.
it was laid out and it was designed very, very well. Not only for his comeback, but also the work that you were able to do in the interim, not just in WrestleFest, but in WP as well, because this thing was carrying. Everybody knew about this particular story all over the scene. You see what I'm saying? So, like,
Right.
it wasn't just a WrestleFest thing. You're a made guy everywhere now. And then you get to the rematch, and damn, it didn't it didn't end the way
Right.
we thought it would. But
Yeah.
what what was it like for you? I guess with the character work in between. I want to call it like a Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, to keep it simple.
Right.
Act 1,
Okay.
you beat Rossi, you put him on the shelf. From
Right.
Act 1 to Act 2, what were you noticing about the crowd's responses, not just at WrestleFest events, but at other events? Were you noticing that people were starting to hate you more because this is their hero, and your overall character work, to get from Act 1 to Act 2?
So yeah, I was already a little bit of a dick before Act One, but it definitely exacerbated it as soon as I stole the jacket from him. Like, people were not happy about it. I was. That jacket fit very well on me, if I may say so myself. But right, it's a fucking cool jacket, and I had to steal it. Sorry, guys. But then yeah, like, you get that heel work, and when they notice, like, the first time I went I went to the ring. Sorry, guys, I'm having a little bit of a problem here
You're fine.
with my connection, but I think I'm fine now.
You're there.
Maybe.
You're there.
All right, I'm here, right? Okay. And the thing was, the first time I entered the ring with this jacket and this song, like, the crowd's response was just what I wanted, and it was fucking great because Rossi's music played, and it's like the match that was going to happen wasn't really being announced yet. Someone just interrupted the ring announcer,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Rossi's music, and the crowd went nuts for him. And then I come out,
Mm-hmm.
and they booed the snot out of me, which
You can
was
say shit.
great.
They booed the
Thank
shit
you.
out of you.
They booed the shit out of me. Like, I've been swearing. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. By the way, Gothic, thank you for the order. Like, I noticed you, man. And right, this was like the first time that they really hated me, and they just booed me out of the building. And the great from João Milão as well. I maybe he hasn't been on the scene for a while. Please come back, Johnny. Um, but he was such a great babyface that he elevated me as a heel as well. And, like, yeah, that's when that heel work started to become more prominent. Then we get to that Lisbon WrestleFest, to the main event as well, which I'm blessed to have been able to be a part of. And yeah, we got the match with Baltazar as well. He was a tremendous babyface. I was a tremendous heel. The crowd went home very unhappy. Again, I went in with Rossi's jacket, and yeah, that's kind of in the middle of Act 1 to Act 2, and then that Act 2, right? The story was like, yeah, it was teasing the comeback, and people were talking to me about it, and I was getting fed up because I retired this guy. I didn't just beat him; I retired him. Like, he's gone for good, right? And they were just almost teasing me about it, and I was getting upset, and I was getting on their face like, "Shut the fuck up! He's not coming back." So then I lost the Rumble challenge. I make that mistake, and he comes back, and whereas I beat him in 8 minutes or something like that, 10 minutes, but it was like a total clean house, like domination. He comes back. I'm flabbergasted. What the fuck is he doing here? And he beats me in like 40 seconds. He catches me off guard. I tried to do the exact same thing I did in the other match, which was beginning it with a running knee. This time it didn't go well, and he got me. He got me 40 seconds, and I was pissed. That's the end of Act 2. And then we get to Act 3, and shit went down. Right? I didn't come in with this jacket. I don't know if you want to proceed to it right now, but I'll leave that up to you. Like, if you want me to keep talking, like, I will.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So
this is great storytelling.
Right. So we got that. I got that beating, kind of. I was upset, and the next show I attack him after the main event, and we get one of those big brawls. I think you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that brawl went really well. Like, all the guys did a great job at making it like seem believable, and people were scared in the crowd for what was happening. We just got that going. We got that brawl, and then that match, and that thing happened. I lost a little bit of juice. That
a little bit.
Orange, that strawberry juice.
Is that what
right? Not orange.
Is that what we're calling it? Calling it a little bit. Okay.
A little bit.
A
Just
little
a bit.
And by a little bit, how many stitches?
Actually, no stitches.
You didn't take any stitches.
Which is no stitches. Yeah, but I still have the scar over here. Like, I don't know if you can. Yeah, definitely. You can definitely see. Like, I have this one, and also. That's why I regret it. I told you before the podcast that I did regret it, and that's the reason why. Because these bitches ain't coming out. They're just not coming off, man. Right? Yeah, they've healed a little bit, but like they're still red. They're still red, bro.
Hold on. I think there's one right there in this.
I mean, you kind of have to look for it.
Yeah, there's a couple. I understand. I get it. 100%.
But like, they are. This one is still red. This one is still fucking red, and it's been like over a month. Like, fuck, just get off already. Like, oh, all right, you're gonna be there for the rest of my life. That's all right, but that's at least to fucking show your color. You know what I mean? No. I didn't know fucking strawberry colored fucking scar in my forehead. That was dumb. Like, imagine going. Like, I got my job in March, right? That's when I got my job, the beginning of March. This show was like the beginning of April. I hadn't been there for like a month yet. Imagine coming to work on Monday after I've done this to myself on Saturday and having all of this like with the fucking, how do you call it? Like when he's healing up, it's got
scarring.
Like scabbing.
Yeah, scabbing.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Imagine trying to explain that to like I work in a bank. All right, that's where I work. So imagine trying to explain that to my bosses. Right. I went there with some like. Right. I went there with some like fucking tape on my forehead, and they were like, "What the fuck happened to you?" Shit, that happened. What? Like, they knew I was into wrestling, and they knew I did it. But that's just not an easy conversation, and it's never been an easy conversation to have with anybody, not just my bosses, right? And it's just like there's no good explanation for it. Like blading, like that's just a stupid concept. Like there's no way around it. And it's never easy to justify. It's never justifiable. So I kind of regret that decision. On the other hand, though, the photos were sick. Those were some great shots, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, what are you gonna do? Like I stole the greatest blade jobbing in Portuguese history. At what cost? But I did. And yeah, I got my ass beat. Great story. What more can you ask for, right?
It's all totally worth it. And being at 25, you'll bounce back. It'll go away at no time. I mean, trust me, I know. There's been lots of scars on this face in 42 years of life, and you don't see any of them.
Right. Looking great, man.
So I do want to ask you something because I came back when he made his return, and so I could definitely see all of the work that you had put in without having seen Acts One and Acts Two, and it was phenomenal to watch. I wonder though, do you have some of the same problems that guys like the Stews have? They're hated in certain parts of the country, and then certain parts when they go wrestle they get the complete opposite reaction from the fans, no matter how much they try to be the bad guy. Do you ever run into that?
Kind of. Yes, that happens. Like they do not like me at the south of the country, where Stews are from, which they also don't like them there. So like, what are you doing, guys? Come on, at least put your baby face in your town. But yeah, I kind of do get that reaction, right? Like, come on, it shouldn't be that hard. But like, yeah, I do get a little bit of that reaction, especially when I was trying to be a heel. Like people still thought I was cool, which awesome. Like I'm not cool. Like knockout, it's kind of cool, but that's a really important decision as well. Like like I've been noticing, and yeah, it's almost like it's a different person in the ring. That's kind of the beauty of wrestling as well, for me at least.
Mm.
But I do get that reaction a little bit, and actually like you don't even have to go far. Like you don't have to go to the south of the country. Even like here in the center, like you get WP and WrestleFest. People like me a lot more in WP. We'll just say that. Like not anymore because I bled off to death. But now they like me, so they pity me now. But 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 yeah, they did like me a lot more in WP. But now everybody chants knockout, so that's cool.
I
I want you
want
guys to see it.
I want to come back to because I appreciate the entire match that you and Leo had at Almada 3. And I don't want to negate the fact that, as I've said to many people, if I didn't know that you were a legitimate badass before that match, before the bell rang in that match, I would have came out of that match knowing that you're a legitimate badass. This is because, you can regret things, and I get it. I truly do. I've been on both sides of that coin. And it didn't take away, at least from my perspective, from a viewer standpoint when I was watching it. So I want to make sure that I do say this, and I say this for you, and I say this for Leo, and I say this for Nelson, and all you guys in Portugal. From my vantage point, I didn't see anything egregious with it. I felt like the story that was being told between the two of you over the last 6 to 8 months, it warranted it to a degree. Did you go a little deep? Absolutely. Did it? But did it take away? No, in my eyes, it didn't. It added to, because it was an intense personal rivalry that exceeded as a, from my perspective, it was one of those things that's a money making feud. There was money being made on that. Like you could have sold tickets and taken that match around for years before it culminated because of how well you're playing it. I thought that it added to it. It didn't necessarily take away. It could have been a little squeamish for some people, but when you're
Oh,
dealing with
yeah.
personal rivalries and you're dealing with stuff like that, it can add or it can take away. In this case, I think it added a little bit to it. Uh, and I say that because of what happened after as well. When it all came crashing down and Rossi lifted the Almada Cup off of you, uh, there was a measure of respect that
Yeah.
took
Yeah,
place.
it definitely that's one of the other reasons why now I'm liked in WrestleFest. Like he spoke really highly of me, despite what we were doing to each other. I made him bleed. He made me bleed. And yeah, I really appreciated it when he said it. Thank you. I have his respect, and apparently I have everybody's respect now. Uh, and all it took was me losing 2 liters of my blood. So what more can you ask for? But no, but like for real. Um, yeah, that was a great moment as well. Like I watched it afterwards, of course, and him calling for them to applaud for me was really appreciated. Thank you, Leo, despite you being a piece of shit. But yeah, that was great.
Go ahead, Toddy.
Um, so I lost my train of thought there. Oh my god! You made me really think. I went back and, as Chris said, I went back and I was thinking about the match, and I was like, it really was such a phenomenal contest.
It was very physical.
When it was all, yeah, when it was all said and done, and you walked out of there, what was going through your mind? Like when you got out of there in the back?
Hey, you want me to be for real now?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were
I
for
was
real the
like,
whole time.
no, I was. No, but what I mean is, all was on my mind was I need to get this closed quick. I need something to happen. I was scared, dog. Like you're telling me I'm a badass. I'm not a fucking badass. Like as soon as I see the blood dripping from my forehead, I'm like, oh man, I did an Eddie. What the fuck? Like I need to get out of here as soon as I can. Because man, that was something. Like I had bled before, but that was a hard way. That was just like, okay, I hit the ring wrong, and then just a little bit of blood comes out. It was gushing out. Like I was like this when he hit me with a chair, and as soon as I go up, like it starts just fucking like like a fountain just coming out of my head, and I'm like, yo, are my veins okay? Like what happened here? And then I just turned around
Someone took
and
some
we can talk about
Tylenol. Someone took
right,
some blood
and
thinner.
we can talk about like that evolution and stuff, like doing things slow and shit. I wasn't doing nothing slow. I just wanted to get out of there because I could have taken more time. I found myself just speeding up a little bit just because, dude, I might just die here or something like that. Thank God I didn't. And actually, you talked about stitches. It ended up being fine. Like we had a surgeon, like crazy, but like in the crowd, we had a surgeon off his job, just watching some wrestling, and he saw it and he was like, "Man, if you want me to stitch that up, I can do it." And he went to me, cleaned that up, and he was like, "Actually, you're fine. Like everything's fine. You're gonna be all right. You don't need no stitching. Like you just need to not catch sun in it. Put some, sun cream and shit. You'll be all right." And apparently, I was. Unless, except I got this bitch up. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Now
But
it's now your constant reminder. It's
right, it's constant,
it's
bro.
that-
Like you said,
it's-
this thing added to the match, right? And it did, and I agree with you. But try explaining that to someone that doesn't know wrestling,
I
right?
mean,
How will they ever understand that's like almost self mutilation like that? How will they ever get that this added to the match? And it did. I agree. The reaction was great. We had it just where we wanted them.
hey, listen.
But just can't explain it, right?
I can tell you. You look right into her eyes and you say this. You say, "Listen, it ain't ballet."
Right.
That's all you got to
Right.
say.
Ain't ballet.
It ain't ballet. What they don't know won't hurt them, brother.
Right.
So
True. Yeah.
that's and I could see where you're on the fence about it. You say you learned some stuff. I thought that overall, once once I found out you were safe, that you were okay. When I say safe, I mean okay.
Yeah.
Literally, when Nelson prefaced, he was like, "Well, there's one match on here," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Well, someone loses a lot of blood," and I was like, "All right, well, it's okay. We can air that. It's fine." He didn't tell me who. And then Lobo, when the chair shot happens, he was like, "Oh, here it comes." So I just immediately connected the dot, and I went, "Oh shit, oh shit,
Right.
oh shit."
That was a fucking chair shot too. Like it was all right, but people really bought it. Like that was vicious. That looked vicious.
Mhm.
That was
Well,
fuck yeah.
I commend you both for the overall story. I commend you
Thank
both
you.
on the work that you put in. to make it happen and to tell it was a really good story. It elevated you regardless of how the final match came out. Uh, but the true applause is in the overall story from A, B to C, all of it. Toddy, go ahead.
So now you've come off of this giant feud. Like, what's next? Like, where are you headed?
Right. As far as WrestleFest is concerned, like we have this battle royal. No, not battle royal, but like Royal Rumble. Rumble mixed with actually having pin submissions kind of thing coming in 2 weeks. We have Porto WrestleFest, of course, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's just say that there's an opportunity for a championship that I've been wanting since I joined wrestling and WrestleFest, which is the absolute national championship.
Okay.
So I got that going, and yeah, I'm gonna beat everybody. And when I mean everybody, I mean everybody because actually I'm just going to announce it here. They wanted me to do a promo. I don't give a shit.
Well, here's your
I'm going in
promo.
number one. Right.
Oh,
They wanted me to do it. Fuck it. No, I'm going in number one. I'm going to beat everybody to win that thing. Yeah, if
oh,
people they
wow.
don't think I can do it. I've been losing some matches. That's true. I've been losing some matches this year. It hasn't been going well for me. But man, I am the right guy. I am that guy for that championship, and I'm gonna get it. I don't give a fuck. Master like Bleach Master as his fucking bear and fucking Chihuahua going around with him. Like I don't give a shit. I'm going to beat everybody in that match. That's 20 people, and I don't care. I'm going in number one. I always go in number one. Did you know that, by the way? Like, that's one of my statistics. Every Rumble I've been in, Battle Royale, whatever, doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it does matter. But like, Rumbles, I'm always either number one or number two. Like, I'm always going in first. And that's just the way Knockout does it. I'm not going to take any shortcuts. I'm going to beat everybody, and you're not going to be able to say, okay, what's the excuse now? You're not going to have no excuses. So, like, I'm going in first, as I always do, and I'm going to win it because I want that championship. It's being designed now. It's coming, and it looks fucking great. Yeah, let's do it.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
That is some breaking news right there, Toddy.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh
I
my
think you more than earned that. You can't have a conversation about a championship and your name not be in it now, based on all the things that we've been seeing. So I'm definitely rooting for you.
Thank you. Yeah. First in, last out. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I want it. I want it. Ain't nobody going to take that away from me. Like, just the fact that you say that I'm in contention despite my win-loss record, is, to be fair, is terrible for the last couple of months. But, yeah, I definitely feel like I'm in that conversation for sure. So that's saying something. That's saying something to the work that Rossi's put in as well, putting me over, even though I did lose. So yeah, we're coming for
Well,
that title for sure.
here's the thing. You got this battle royal situation now. So
Right.
you're obviously gonna be looked at as a big threat. And a large part of it just has to do with your background too. Like you're legit legit fighter. It's not a
Yeah.
joke. And
Right.
you're gonna put this man in the ring in an environment where all I have to do is not be pinned and not be submitted. And while yes, you may have dropped the match to Rossi, uh, that's that's a whole nother situation. And I mean this respectfully. Not everybody's on Rossi's level, but you were, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank
So
you.
it's like
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think
you
that's fair.
with that having that perspective, and obviously with your ability to be able to carry a rumble match, you just said it. You either come in at number one or number two. So I'm not gonna
Right.
ask
Every
you
time.
what that feels like. I really what would you say to the opponents right now that want to try and test you? Like I just feel like this is not a smart position for anybody to be in. The only downside, actually, I'll ask you this, because with it being pinfall submission style,
Right.
have you thought about, or what's your game plan behind, being double teamed, being triple teamed? Because this isn't being tossed over the top rope. This is, if you're being pinned or you're being submitted, there's nothing to stop anybody from taking advantage of the numbers to try and get rid of you. How would you counteract that, or how do you think you can counteract that?
Right. Yeah, like there's a lot of potential for that to happen. Like people just, and now that I've announced myself, and now that I've made everybody my enemy, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of double teaming going on. Even from people that don't actually tag team, they just go together and just want to be with me out, just so I don't get what I want. I don't give a shit. You tell me what do I have to say to them, to the people that want to take that away from me? Good fucking luck. That's what I say to them. Fuck them, all of them. I'm gonna beat everybody. Like you get pinfall submission going over the top rope. I don't care. Like you will not take this away from me. I want this more than you do. That's what I have to say to you. Like you want to fucking take this away from me, this championship that I've been working so long for and I've been wanting it for longer than you. You're not gonna take it away from me. But please, do try it. Bring everybody that you want. Just don't bring anybody that you want back. Right? That's what I have to say to them.
Let me ask you this, and Toddy, I want you to come in next. Because this is something I haven't really had an opportunity to talk to anybody about. You brought up Luis. The landscape has changed a little bit over the last couple of months with Lobo and Gomez and Luis. I have not seen the WrestleFest Porto event yet, but I will.
Right?
If this is the title that's hanging in the balance, it's armchair quarterback. You do win this Rumble. You do secure that title opportunity.
Right.
Where's your head at on trying to, because again, these guys, with what happened with Ricky Boy, strength are in numbers.
Yeah.
So you got to be able
Yeah.
to
True.
counteract that. So how would you be? What's in? I guess how would you handle the numbers? Because you'd have to expect that's exactly what would happen.
Right. Yeah, of course. That's what I expect to happen. Like they have never played by the rules. They never have. They're just not good enough to do it. That's not what I think. That otherwise they wouldn't be together. Like Master has only won a title because of them. Everybody knows that he's not good enough to win that title. But you know, we'll have to deal with that. I got some plans of my own. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Like I will see it coming. They will do it. I see it coming. Come on, bring it.
So, with that, because I believe in manifestation and positivity, let's say you do win. What's a championship run look like for you? What are your thoughts on it? How would you go about it?
Yeah. Yeah, right. So first of all, I'm going to be the main event every single time because that's the most important championship we have. So that's what I want. I want to fight. I want to fight the guys that will make that championship mean something, like actually mean something for Portuguese wrestling. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I've got my eyes on a couple guys, and I definitely there's something there, and I can't deny it. Rossi beat me, and if I'm the champion and I didn't go through him, that's gonna leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Mhm.
So we may have to settle that. As much as I respect him now, but I just can't take it. I'm like that. I just can't. I'm not gonna have a blemish on my record. I'm not gonna be a champion that people will doubt. Right? I'm gonna make everybody believe that I'm the best because I believe I am. That's what I'm gonna show.
I
I
respect that.
yeah, and I think that what's scary, you were talking about can't believe moments and can't believe things. Um, Here's what I can't believe. That over the last year that we've been able to watch Portugal wrestling and to see the growth and to see where it has come in the year's time and then backdating and going back and seeing stuff from a couple of years ago and to see where it is now and the evolution that has transpired. Um, I think that is leaps and bounds right now. And what blows my mind is thinking about where it's going next. And if you've come this far in just a handful of years, where are you going to get to in the next 5 years? and then the next 10 years, and then the next 15 years, and the next 20 years. The building blocks for a full resurgence in the Portuguese market is what we're on the cusp of. That blows my mind every day when I sit back and I see what you guys are doing. And social media, see some reels go out. I see the work that all of you are doing to make this thing successful. I say that to say I'm very curious from your perspective. Where do you think the scene in Portugal is going to go in the next? I'm not even going to say 5 years. I'm going to say in the next 2 years. Where do you think you guys are going to hit in the next couple of years?
Man, I don't know because like this show
Exciting,
in
isn't it?
Porto, like it's just right. Like this show in Porto just lit a fire like under all our asses, right? And you can just see people excited for it again. Like not just that, there's some stuff that happened. We can definitely talk about it because I was a part of it, a major player in it, and it was great. And it was a seminar with Trent Seven that it's so significant, like you have no idea. But we'll talk about it. The thing is, like about this with like the Portuguese wrestling scene, like I hope in the next 2 years, like we build a solid foundation now for when that time comes, we can like swap cities and switch cities, like go to a city this month and go to city the next month or the 2 weeks after that, like always alternate between that because I feel like that's what makes crowds not tired of wrestling, right? If you have shows every week in the same town, like people are just gonna get used to it. They're gonna get bored. So if you can just alternate like WWE does, like of course in much smaller scale, but like if you can just get some more districts and cities to our side to help us do it, like you can we're looking at like maybe having shows like actually just twice a month, like switching cities to from 1 week to the next, which is crazy to think of when you think that like last year we had like 9 shows. The year before that we might have had like 6 shows, and now we're talking about like maybe having 20. Like that's maybe 30 even. Like I don't know, man. And I don't know if where that's gonna stop because okay, well, I'm gonna talk about Porto now. Like the coolest, sorry, excuse me. Like the coolest thing about it was the crowd that was there. Like they were nuts, like off the charts, completely unbelievable energy, like from top to bottom,
Sold
just
out.
couldn't stop screaming. Completely sold out. Another thing, we sold out a show via the internet, which to me was insane. Like we always have like tickets sold
Hmm.
on site. That's how we do it. We have tried doing that online, but it just didn't. It didn't sell out, right? This time we sold out with advance, right? And then they got more tickets out, and they sold them out too the same day. I'm like, holy shit! If you could just have picked a bigger arena, like how many people could you have put here? Like we had like 260 people, like in a small space. It might have been like 60 by 60 in feet,
Hmm.
maybe something like that.
Hmm.
Maybe a little bit less. I think that's like 30 meters. We're talking about like 45 feet, like
Yeah, yeah,
45 by
yeah,
45.
yeah, yeah. Their
And
pillars is a
the ring
smaller
as well.
venue, but it's
With the
sold
ring as
out.
well. Yeah, but that's the point. Like it was sold out. We just couldn't pack more people in it. We just couldn't. Like you saw the last WrestleFest, they were sitting on the stage,
Hmm.
right? We just can't pack people. That's twice now that happened. So we have this dream of getting a new arena or like bigger arenas to fit like maybe 500 people, maybe 1,000 people. Like I really do believe like that if we had a bigger arena, given that we hadn't had wrestling in Porto for like 17 years, right? And people were excited for it, asking for it, and how the people in Porto are because they're a lot more extroverted. They just like these kind of events and like to hang out and have fun. Like I feel like we could have had 500 people at this point. Like that show could have been 500 people. And I'm not knocking on the guys, right? Like I would have done the same. I think they did everything right. But it's just like, damn, like this happened. Like we sold out quick, right? What would have happened if we got a bigger arena? I really do believe we could have sold it out as well. So that's crazy as well. Like, damn. it's growing, man. Like that's why I say I don't know. I hopefully in 2 years from now we're going to have a lot more cities on our side, but I don't know the size of the arenas. I don't know how that's going to look, and it could look great. I really do believe it could, and the guys are excited for it. Everyone, not just WrestleFest. So yeah.
I, I could honestly see just how, we've talked to some of you guys over there, and you guys always have your dream matches in other places. I could totally see other people wanting to come in there, and now they're like, I want to go to Portugal, and this is one of my dream matches. And I say that because when I asked you earlier about the media strategy, like your social media strategy, planned or unplanned, is phenomenal. And I think you've seen one of the things that I like to do, support is free. So I try to spread the wealth and, share things from different locations. One of the things that I can always count on, I don't have to go look for something from Portugal. There's always something there practically every day. And the product that's out there is definitely buzzworthy. So you don't have to do any like razzle dazzle to it. You can just share it as is, and it definitely keeps eyes on the product. So that strategy, I can 100% see within the next year or two, you guys being flooded with people that say, I want to go to Portugal and I want to wrestle knockout. And this is one of my dreams because I've seen all of the things that have been going on over there. I could totally see that for you guys.
Yeah, another one of those things. Like us becoming international. Like people from outside the country come. Alexa Jade, I think she wants to come back. I don't know if you knew that. No, I'm pretty sure that was announced. Like Porto, Claudia Bresson versus Alexa Jade. Like she wants to come back. It was fiery up there. Let me tell you that. Like really, when you watch the show, you're gonna you're gonna see for yourself. It was crazy. We just didn't need to do anything. We just stood in the ring and they were going nuts, crazy, ballistic over it. Which is fucking fuck yeah, guys. That's how we like it. That's how we like to see it. And please do the same thing. We want to come back. I'm pretty sure we will. I mean, how could we not go back after what happened? And I have become an international. People from outside the country wanting to wrestle knockout. That sounds pretty damn good. Let me tell you that. Yeah, that happens. Fuck yeah.
I got a couple things. So the first thing I've got, I saw your eyes just light up, and you mentioned the name Trent Seven, and I think I need to hear more about that. What? Because I went, wait, we're not just gonna skip over that name just didn't get dropped. Here. What was Seven doing a seminar for you guys at Porto's WrestleFest?
Not at Porto's. In Wrestling Portugal, like in my academy.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He did. And I am proud to say that because I went to OTT, I got his Instagram and he followed me. I followed him back. And I went and got in touch with him and asked him if he wanted to do it. And he said he did. And we organized it. And again, like this is a seminar. Maybe you guys don't really understand how significant this is. Like Wrestling Portugal has been open since 2007, 8. It's either 2007, 2008. And they have had their fair share of seminars abroad and stuff. And thank you, UK. Yeah, that would be a great match. Trent Seven versus Knockout. Please, let's do that.
Cha-ching.
Cause I don't give a damn about the catching. I want to beat him up.
Oh,
because of the things he did to me in the seminar.
That's a fucking.
But yeah, no, that was. Fuck yeah. I would have beat Trent Seven up. Can you believe it? But like, I went and got in touch with him, and yeah, the seminar happened for our academy. And the thing, like, the reason why this was so significant was again, they were a little bit disillusioned about seminars. They weren't really into doing them for some reason. They had some bad experiences. This was like 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. But it still left a mark. And it felt like every time we mentioned something like that, they just didn't. They were just not really very, very into it. And then the seminar did happen. And the seminar was great. And during the seminar, you could see their eyes just light up with like, oh, this was cool. This was worth it. Like, we need to do this again. right? That's the feeling that I had from the guys that were just like imagine two old people just beat up by life, like just I don't believe in anything anymore, and just imagine their eyes just believing again, right? That's another thing that just adds to the fire of like things are going well, things are going great, and we want to do more shit, right? Stuff like this, we're going to want to bring people, get the quality of our wrestling better, understand what we're doing better, right? Storytelling, selling, feeding, whatever you want to say, like all these terms, like just get that connection as well. Like, and Trent Seven was fucking great. Like, it was really a great seminar. Please, if you're watching this and you want to book someone, book him. Uh, he's an awesome guy, and he's very like generous with this time. He just great, awesome shit. And I'm sorry I'm cutting you off, but I'm just really excited about this. So
no, go ahead.
Because that's the significance of it. Like you could seeing it in their eyes that they're like, yeah, that was worth it. And also, of course, like selfishly, like I made it happen. So yeah, that's of course, yes, but fuck, I don't care. I'm proud of it because yeah, of course, I had to have their approval and stuff, and they did a lot as well. But the fact that happened, really happy about it. And it's another thing again that just adds to this fire of like, this is going great and it's going up and you can see it and it's palpable almost. So yeah, really happy about it.
I want to say this, that Trent Seven is a big draw for our channel here. We have a lot of Seven fans in the CCP podcasting family. The guy's fucking tremendous. They came down. It is a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
From
Yep.
all aspects, all companies, all everything. I can only imagine that was to be able to sit there and pick a brain for 15, 20, 30 minutes. A lot of information can come your way, and then to be shown, I could see it reviving and putting some hope into some hearts a little bit.
Right.
That's fantastic, dude. And that's just the start.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, y'all are crushing it. Crushing it. It's just everything's coming up Portugal when you look at the scene down there. It's really building, and it's something special to be able to sit back and watch and and not only watch from a distance, but also develop our relationships with you guys as we go along the way, man. This is fantastic to see. I'm very proud of what all of y'all are doing down there, man. It's good stuff. Toddy, we come around to you. We'll get ready to start winding this down here in a second.
I don't really have another question for you, but I just want to reiterate to you how much I truly enjoy watching you do what you do. You definitely were a standout. It was very nice to see the story that you were telling when I came back, because it was a difficult transition within the army to come back here and then to just kind of pick up and just hit the ground running with everything from where I left off. And you were one of the first people that I saw. I don't even know that I said this to Chris. I don't remember what the first show we were watching, but I know you were one of the first ones that I saw, and I saw the jacket and I saw everything. And it really reaffirmed to me and reignited that passion, because I was like, this is great storytelling. I love what I'm seeing here.
Yep.
And, it was just phenomenal. So my hat's off to you, sir. You do amazing work, and I can't wait to see what's next for you, because I know that the stars are aligning and your star is shining very, very bright. So thank you.
Thank you, man. I don't know if I'm supposed to say something now, but like I really appreciate the words. Again, sometimes it's hard to believe some of those things. Like you telling me that I'm a stand-up, really fucking appreciate it. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. And please come along for the ride. I don't know where I'll be at in a couple of years from now, but I know that I'll probably be happy. Like I have my own goals. I want to be able to go international as well. Be able to just get those connections, get this going, have fun with this, and just yeah, it's one of the best. Like it's the best part of my life. So we're going for it. And speaking of international, if you'll allow me to do it, like UK Paul asked the question here:
Yep.
are there any overseas talent you've seen that you take on if given the chance? Like
He stole
yes.
my thunder. He stole my thunder. Little
Oh,
shit.
that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
That's what you were going to do.
Hold on 1 second, so I can actually get the clip
All right, I will.
of the question.
All right,
And UK
I
Paul,
will.
fucking
I'm
shame
sorry,
on
UK
you,
Paul.
motherfucker. You knew better. All right.
He's on top of the stuff.
Yes.
He's on top of the
So
stuff. Fuck yeah.
he knows what he did. Little shit. Um, so, $1 million question. Obviously, a lot has changed in a year, and as UK Paul stole the thunder on, what international what international eyes do you have? What matches do you now, fast forwarding since our last conversation? Some people out there that have caught your eye that you want to get in the ring with.
Right. There has been some ice cup. Yeah. First of all, in Spain, I've been to Spain a couple of times. I'm friends with people there. There's just one of these guys that I feel like we have a lot in common. Like, there's this guy named Iker Navarro. El Cazador. He calls himself the Hunter.
Is he a
Man.
part of? I don't mean to step on you. Is he a part of Lucha Libre Rebellion?
Rebellion. Yes, he is.
I watched him today. We filmed a show.
You did?
Yes, today.
Oh, and tell me
Literally.
if he isn't knockout from Wish. Like, even if he isn't knockout too, right? Am I right? Like that jacket and stuff. Like, I see you, Iker. You're not fooling anybody, right? And yeah, that's one of those guys that I really want to fight. For some reason, I feel like I could get he could get a good match out of me, and so could I do for him. And he's fun. It's fun to watch. So I'm looking forward to it. Another name, if I would have to say, like if I went to OTT, there's some bittersweet stuff going on there. Bittersweet Josh. I don't know, man. That's one of the guys that I'd like to beat up the most. Like he calls himself bittersweet, whatever. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna give you a bitter knockout, and it's gonna be sweet for me. Like if you want to do it, next time I win there, let's do it. So you got those names. How about it?
I'm here for it. Number one.
Right.
I could definitely get on board with seeing Navarro get punched in the face. I could see that.
Right. Yes, you could. I'm more of a kicking type of guy, but yeah, I'll kick him in the face for you.
Well, yeah.
If you'll take that deal.
Yeah, I mean, hey, who am I to say anything? You know, like,
yeah.
I really am interested in Paulo, man. It's always a thrill to be able to sit down with you and with all the guys that come out from the Portugal scene, man. I know it's almost fucking 2 a.m. your time, if not a little bit later. I don't know.
It's all right. It's okay.
You're tremendous, and I continue to be impressed by how far you've come in such a short period of time. And before anybody out there in comment land wants to say, we've only watched him for a year. Yeah, I have. But I've also went back and I've watched his past. I've watched that in my own time, on my own other streams and other things. So I can safely say that I've seen such an evolution out of you and the character and the level of confidence that's building with Paulo Knockout Cruz, the professional wrestler that is developing. The sky is the limit for what you have going on and what you are going to be doing in the future. Your passion for what you're doing it shines through like a bright fucking light, and it will be infectious with those that are around you. You're on the cusp of building and being on that forefront, that front line of building the scene for what will become the independent scene in the Portuguese market. I appreciate you, and just as well as I say all the time, I'm DM away, and will do anything in my power to help any of you guys out at any point in time, whether it's today, tomorrow, a week, a month, a year. we are thrilled that we got a chance to sit back down and reconnect and get you back on here tonight, man. And I just can't say enough nice things about you, and I can't wait to see what you do next because I feel like the blasting cap is about to happen. And here's how confident I am. And I'm sorry, I get one rant. I guess I'm using it now. Here's where I see the Portuguese market going, and I'll leave you with this, and you can comment on it if you choose to. I told Nelson a year ago when I met him, after the first conversation that I had with him, and after the first live stream that I did with him, I told him that he was going to eventually be running WrestleFest once a month. He said, nah, not going to happen. Yeah, well, watch. What's happened in a year? The growth is
Right.
there. It's fucking there. The next step.
It's been every month.
The
Yeah.
next step
Sorry.
for the Portuguese market, where I think this is going, and where it very well could go. You talk about running monthly. You've opened up shop. Well, Baltazar's opened up shop in Porto. Lobo's opened up shop elsewhere in Portugal. That's 2 cities. What if somebody
Right.
goes to another market outside of those to open up a wrestling school, and you are able to draw to another city that hasn't had a show in 20 years? Okay, now you've opened up another city. You talked earlier about going from place to place to place to place. You have one show a week. You're working 4 weeks. You're working every weekend in a different city, and being able to tell different stories. And I also think that TV's coming. Local television for Portugal is coming.
Mm. Ow.
I feel like I feel like you guys are on the cusp of it. I didn't get an opportunity to loop that in earlier. That's ADHD. It just took me elsewhere. But I do feel like you guys are, as far as the next logical step of growth to get you guys the exposure, and then you can talk about 1,000 seat arenas, 1,500 seat arenas, 2,000 seat arenas. Because once the entire country knows what you guys are doing, if it's already caught on in 2, 3, 4 cities, that's a trend, sir. It's going to catch on elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom.
I'm not gonna comment on it. I'm gonna let you have
It's a mind-blowing
that as well.
fact.
Fuck. My DV. I don't know about that, but we'll see. I guess you'll take that bet, right?
I am a wrestling guru, and I just put it out into the universe. That's
Fuck yeah.
That's what happens.
Let's get it happening.
Thank you, man, for coming in, dude. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure. Again, it's always great to talk to you. And fuck, if if the leap from that year to this, from last year to now, was this big, I can only wonder what's gonna happen.
Right.
Next year, I'm gonna be fucking jumping rockets out my ass and just fucking going, having fireworks on the background. Just fuck yes, this is happening. Yeah, always great to chat with you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. Todd, very nice to meet you as well.
Same here.
Yeah.
The easiest way that you can support independent wrestling and independent wrestlers specifically is by heading over to any of their forms of social media and smashing that follow, sharing their content. And in Paulo's case, you can catch him right there on Instagram. It's been on the screen the entire show. So if you have not followed over on Instagram, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, correct it now and go and hit it. It's knockout.pw. Keeps it super simple. Right there on the underneath that, if you're ever in Europe for sure, in the European side of the world, and you want to pick out one of those snazzy little KO shirts that he's rocking right now, that link is right there on the screen. I am not going to attempt to pronounce it because I will fuck it all up. But it will also be linked down below. So I encourage you to go follow where you can. If you can grab a shirt, grab one. Support goes a long way. And in the form of social media, it doesn't cost you a thing. So I say that to say, for Paulo Cruz, the knockout man himself, for Todrick Tabar Ramsey, I am Chris Page. We will see you next time.